The one time I actually decide to do dailies on my phone to start grinding stuff out, of course, happens to be the day that I was going to sit down and record an Aspen Dungeon run before the end of the run. And it just so happens we only have YORHM TUM in here once again. We're still somehow 4th on the leaderboard. Nobody's actually managed to take first on our server just yet. And to make things worse, he's only a 65 million attack. He's rocking the Howling Sea Rocket shell. Like, I mean, this is not great. This is not great at all. He has a very high crit chance. He is kind of tanky, but like, I don't know if this is gonna work, guys. I really don't know. We're gonna give it a try. We're gonna see if YORHM TUM can actually solo this for us. This downside is he doesn't even have the life star, because you can see literally 142 versus 65. This is less than half the attack could be for like a possible YORHM TUM run. Let's just see how far we can actually make it. The one thing I've actually keep forgetting to do is checking all of the offers in here for gold, and I haven't seen any good ones lately. Stellar shards are of course good ones. Wishing coins are always good ones. I just keep forgetting to check this whenever it's open, and that's mainly because I keep smashing, and then I'm like, well shoot, I smashed, now I've done effed up my entire run because I can't run Doom Terminator Vulcan, and that's who I really want to throw in here and see how he does. But sadly this has not been good whatsoever for us, so we're gonna just go ahead. We're gonna see if we can do something with YORHM TUM. Previously in the first ever one we got to 335, which seemed pretty easy too. Like, to make it to be fair, like, we're faster than the enemy now too, which is kind of nice, although we're not using a speed stone, so I don't know how long that speed advantage is going to last. But having the Howling Shark is actually a positive for that one reason, is we do get to go first, and then if we do get kills, then we can potentially attack more often too. We are taking a bit of damage, and we don't really have that much like healing or anything. So a lot of it's going to come down to our potions as well. If you want to see what we got for our stock here, a lot of wasted crit damage, not much damage reduction. We do have some healing here, but healing is going to be one of the biggest issues for us, I think. Some of the enemies are only doing 1 point of damage, others are doing more. It seems like every time we use an ultimate active skill, like, we're only getting like 50% of the next target's HP. We're basically guaranteed to crit though. Like, we have a guaranteed crit chance. I think we're at 83. I guess there's like a 5% chance we don't. And then beyond that, when he does have energy, that's when he's really gonna hit hard. Although his basic can still hit hard. This is the type of wave that scares the bejesus out of me. And let's see how it actually goes. We did take care of the Drake, which is one of the most important ones. The downside is that defense down does last an additional turn, so it can get sketchy. But the fact that we have the speed advantage, at least right now, is really good. Again, downside of this is the fact that we don't have like a speed stone as well, so I don't know if the speed's gonna hold out. But as far as overall damage goes here, it's looking really good. Even against some of these really scary type waves, we're actually doing really solid here. I think it really comes down to the amount of damage reduction based on attack that we have from our treasure train is really what's keeping him going. And I think even on a wave like this, I don't know if the Amun-Ra is dangerous to us. It doesn't really matter because she just doesn't get to go. Not bad. I mean, we actually managed to kill through the Dread Puppet, which is kind of insane since our abilities should be changed to damage, but the follow-up ping attack was enough. So I think it's just going to be like some really questionable waves are going to be what really hold us back from advancing. So let's speed this up just a little bit. Any wave that looks easy, we're just going to take a smash on and hope for the best. Betty is questionable, but we have energy like that. I don't think it's an issue at all. Single Betty's definitely not going to be an issue. Let's see how far we can make this. I hit escape on accident, my bad. I can't imagine Ankirimaru doing that much damage. He did do a little bit though. Regular Betty, yeah, it's back up to full, which is nice. Sherlock could be sketchy with the doves, but we do go first, and we did have an active skill, which means a lot of damage in the first round. I'll take it. I cannot see 2 priests killing us. If that happens, I don't know what to say. This also looks like a sketchy wave. There's a lot of crowd control, so I am going to use a demon potion for energy here, just to make sure we take some of the enemies out. And you see there, if you do chain a couple kills in a row, it can be really, really good for your hero. Regular Mockman, not a threat. A little threat, did a little damage. Regular single Ithical Wave, not an issue at all. I don't see that being an issue either. Yeah, we didn't take any damage. Mockman waves seem to be pretty simple because they're not able to do a ton of damage. Also doesn't look like a difficult wave. Man, it would be kind of crazy. Oh, geez. This looks a little sketchy. That's a lot of crowd control. Because each one is going to get a chance to CC us, which it doesn't happen, which is good. Now their active skill, okay, not too bad. And it's okay for the time being. Full priest wave, essentially, not bad. Full health, I'll take it. Solo Drake, again, not an issue unless he dodges every single one of our attacks, but even our follow-up damage should be able to kill the Drake before anything bad happens. It's a crowd control wave. This is an oldie but goodie that they just keep putting in because it's such a strong, powerful wave with 2 different CC effects. Makes sense. This is another one that's really sketchy. 2 different types of CCs. I think I am going to use a demon potion. I don't know why. The Sherlock and Oberon style waves, they just scare me from the old days of Aspen Dungeon. It really, really does. We're coming up to our previous first week record. Again, these don't seem to be an issue. 335 is where we got stopped last time, and I think considering we have energy, this should not be a problem. Debuffs, not a big issue. And again, we're going first, so it's not like we're going to get CC'd to death, which is nice to see. Oh, this could be an issue. Maybe it was the Penny Wave that killed us previously. We're definitely using energy on a Penny Wave. We are not letting them get that reflect armor up at all. So maybe that's what we need to save our demon potions for, are pennies. Because pennies are scary. They can reflect all your damage back at you and just melt your face. If we can get to 350 and at least get like a checkpoint this week with my failed like opportunity, that would be cool. If somehow we can take this to 400, that would be amazing, but I'm not expecting it to happen with a solo YORHM TUM like this. Granted, I know the people that already cleared 400 do have some crazy looking accounts. I feel like our Doomturmer Vulcan's probably going to shred them to pieces. Maybe running this artifact on him too could be good, because it gives you speed, and if we can definitely outspeed the enemy, that's going to be awesome. We just need to see what the speed looks like at 350 plus, I think. That's a lot of Azraels. Be a lot of on death damage. Maybe. It's a lot of damage, kinda. Ooh. Okay, Azrael's kind of sketchy. Keep that in mind, but we are still faster, right? Yep, just want to confirm we are still faster than the enemy, which is a very important thing to keep note of to make sure we have the advantage, because then against certain CC waves it might be tricky. Sword Flash could be tricky as well, but I think we have extra ping damage, so it shouldn't be too difficult. 349 done, and let's get on to 350 and get our checkpoint at the least. Yes, sir, that is cake. All right, so there is an Amun Ra. Let's check the speed. 350, we're still faster than this wave at the very least, which is good. I'll take that. We're probably gonna have to check certain waves like this one here with Transcendence Heroes. This one could be sketchy. 352. Didn't quite get the kill. We are faster, and that's the most important part. So if we're faster than Transcendence Heroes, that does mean we're probably in a pretty good spot. This is a little sketchy. I think I do have to save our potions, though. Okay, cool. A one tap, my goodness, Drake still does so much damage. One tap, very, very good for us. And again, as long as we're faster than these Transcendence Heroes, there's not really going to be any hero that is going to trump us speed-wise, except maybe some sort of Rogan wave has a potential chance for it. Either way, it's looking pretty good. I think what the next bump in power for their level is maybe 370 or is it 380? I can't remember. We'll just keep an eye on it. They're still at level 500. That's the thing you need to keep an eye on to see if they speed up and get higher levels. So Doom Turner, Vulcan, Mockman, again, shouldn't be a problem. Definitely not a problem at 360. 361. Oh, this is why we are saving the demon potions are for the penny waves. As long as we're faster. Oh no. Oh no. Yep, that's what happens. Penny waves are killers, and I feel like we're kind of getting outscaled at this point. So that does put us back in second place. With our third strongest hero, essentially, because like I would argue that even though he has more attack moment, Natalia's maybe stronger, and honestly maybe the Eos is stronger than him too for this type of content. I don't know, we're gonna have to see what goes on with this, but next time I'm gonna really try to get Vulcan in here. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.